Welcome to WOW fans. We're kicking things off with singles action, and David, of course, two of the Lumberjacks in the match already being made for our main event. The WOW World Tag Team Championships hang in the balance as Holly Swag and Penelope Pink defend against Miami Sweet Heat. That is our main event that you set last week here on WOW. But we are kicking things off with Sylvia Sanchez, who has been lately in singles competition here in WOW, David.
Well, Sylvia Sanchez is going to be in there in this opening match against the Nashville lady. Country music coming to us in seconds here, Nigel.
And her opponent from the great state of Tennessee, it's Nikki Nashville.
And here is Nikki Nashville, of course, the Ohio native, now living in Nashville, Tennessee, and enjoying that nightlife. Of course, those neon signs. The drinks are cold and the nights are hot in Nashville, Tennessee. And Nikki Nashville bringing a high level of competition ever since joining us here at WOW Superheroes, David.
Well, I had a treat. I got in early today and I was able to see her in the locker room, Nigel. And I took a photograph of myself wearing Nikki's hat. And there you see it, as the producer just popped it up. There you see myself in Nikki's hat. I look pretty good, don't I, in a cowboy hat, Nigel?
Well, David, yeah, you do. You look a little bit like Porter Wagner. All those rhinestones.
I think I'd like to sing like him and make the cash he made. All righty, we're gonna be underway here as the bell sounds.
Might be an antiquated reference. Maybe I should throw a Post Malone reference in there. You know, he wears those sparkly rhinestone suits as well, and is climbing up the charts a little bit faster than Porter these days.
I know it, but I'm gonna stick to my tuxes. I've got this nice one that Adriana Gambino's tailor from Italy made for me. Here we go, little do-si-do.
Nikki having a little fun at the frustration or expense of Sanchez. Standing switch from Nashville, and what a takedown to follow up. Sanchez rolling to the outside, yelling at the camera crew. Now you, David, our referee. Nashville wasting no time going after Sanchez, who uses that rope to slow down Nashville. Sanchez with a kick to the side of the head of Nashville. Taking her time getting back in the ring. Sanchez now taking control, just ramming the head of Nashville into the turnbuckle. And now bearing her shoulders into the midsection of Nashville. Sylvia Sanchez has been in this game for over a decade, David, and to see someone like Nikki Nashville come in here to WOW Superheroes, it obviously is a chip on the shoulder of Sylvia Sanchez, a new up-and-comer, new WOW Superheroes. And she, by the way, David, Sylvia Sanchez wants to be somewhat of a gatekeeper, if you will. You remember back in the days of Candy Crush when we used to give her that name? Sylvia Sanchez seems to be taking on that role as of late here in WOW.
You got to get through her to keep going in WOW.
That's right.
She's bridging back on Nikki Nashville.
Great observation, David. You can see how Sanchez is leaning back, adding more pressure to the hold and not letting go of the newcomer, Nikki. Nashville, though, trying to power out Sanchez with the knee and a nasty right hand across the back, shutting down Nikki. Sanchez taking her time, choking Nashville using the top turnbuckle.
All right, Sylvia Sanchez has Nikki Nashville in trouble in the corner right in front of our announcer's booth.
Sylvia Sanchez, the momentum reversed, and now Nikki Nashville.
Oh, she pulled the referee in as the referee slides around. She takes the opportunity and puts the chop and now a forearm to Nikki Nashville. Sylvia Sanchez is a dirty player inside the squared circle.
It was just a few weeks ago that we saw Sylvia Sanchez in singles action, and Sanchez now catching Nikki Nashville. Looking like she's going for a side Russian leg sweep, but the strength of Nikki Nashville. Sidewalk slam to Sylvia Sanchez.
Pretty powerful, Nigel.
Nikki Nashville just turned into Nikki Smashville, if you ask me, David. Nashville with an explosive clothesline out of the corner. Now 2 in a row for Sylvia Sanchez. As Nikki Nashville with that backspin kick to Sylvia Sanchez. Oh yeah, she's signaling, David.
Oh, off the ropes, and those powerful legs take Sanchez down.
Leg lariat and Sylvia Sanchez at the last possible second pops that right shoulder up, David. And this is just the first match of this edition of Wow Women of Wrestling, David. So much more to come as Nikki Nashville has Sanchez up on the shoulders. Sanchez fights out, ducks the clothesline, and now with the press onto Nikki Nashville, David, just ripping away at the face of Nikki Nashville. Sylvia
Sanchez taunting the fans when she comes up.
Sanchez with that mean streak which she's been displaying week in and week out here on WOW as of late. Nashville moves out of the way and charges Sanchez with that back elbow, David.
Big elbow smash by Nikki. Nikki's got Sanchez up.
Oh, man. And that was a close call. Sylvia Sanchez almost dropped directly on her head. Sanchez tries to kick out, but Nikki Nashville picks up the big win in tonight's opening contest.
Your winner, Nikki Nashville!
Nikki Nashville!
Introducing first, from Salem, Massachusetts, and the Collins Kennel Club, respectively, it's Katarina Jakes and Goldie Collins. Together, they are Animal Instinct.
Wow, what an explosive victory from newcomer Nikki Nashville to kick things off here on this edition of WOW, David, and just more and more action to come as the former WOW World's Champion, the Classmaster, also in action tonight. And David, we've been talking about it for that Lumberjack match, our main event for the WOW World Tag Team Championships. And speaking of tag team contenders, Katarina Jinx Goldie Collins set to take on the Mighty Mites, and of course it was the Mighty Mites who previously picked up a victory over the team of Animal Instinct, David. Animal Instinct just shocked, surprised that they were defeated by Sugar and Spice. Tonight, getting a shot at retribution.
And their opponents, from Los Angeles and San Bernardino, California, respectively, Sugar and Spice, the Mighty Mites.
Oh yeah, the Mighty Mites, the superheroes of WOW, coming in here for tag team action, baby. And many of you don't know
who are they gonna be?
Lumberjacks are going to be tonight.
Oh, come on, David.
Well, I don't want to tell everyone now, Nigel. Can't we stage something? You always want to open your presents before Christmas, I guess, right? Yeah, you are. You're probably one of those little kids that went hunting for them and opened the boxes and very politely took the tape off, looked into the box, sewed it back up, and then acted surprised during Christmas.
Did you have cameras in my house?
That was before those days, Nigel. I just know you. So we're gonna tell you the Lumberjacks in a minute, but the action is underway.
All right, we are kicking this tag team contest off, and Animal Instinct trying to get the early advantage on the Mighty Mites, but the Mites fighting back, double head scissors to Jinx and Goldie Collins. And now Sugar being sent right into Goldie Collins. Sugar and Spice, fan favorites here in WOW, but not favorites of Collins and Jinx now. Sugar rolling through with the pin on Goldie Collins, but didn't have it hooked in quite tight enough, David.
No, and she was off balance on that. You gotta have the balance and you gotta have the hook all right. It's gotta be the right blender. Everything is so important in life to be a blender to have success.
Little cartwheel splash there, and 4'6" Spice just hammering away on Goldie Collins. They've done it once, David. Can they do it again? I'm talking about the Mighty Mites defeating Animal Instinct, or will it be in the corner tonight, that win of the Cat and Dog team, Katarina, Jinx, and Collins?
Well, Sugar and Spice coming off that victory Last time they were in WoW, they got that win, and now they're going for it. Look at them, they've got a new aggression with them.
Little Spice coming right at Katarina Jinx, sending her down. David, come on, at least give me one of the Lumberjacks. Now, Goldie Collins in to break up the pin attempt.
I feel sorry for your mom. You must have been a beggar and a beggar as a kid. Mommy, you probably also begged for the cookies.
Oh, come on.
You love the cookies.
David, I just want to know who the Lumberjacks are. There goes Little Spice.
Look at that!
Sending both members of Animal Instinct across the ring with that double arm drag now. As Katarina Jinx, wow, eats a code breaker. And man, that sends her straight down. 2 count, and Goldie Collins in to break things up. Boy, referee Chris Massey has his hands full in this tag team match. Little Sugar just dropping the leg right across the back of Katarina Jinx.
Sugar and Spice, very successful in life. She was dropped off the 3rd rope by Goldie Collins. Such a risk, being dropped to the floor.
Goldie Collins just really saving the match for her team, David. If you ask me now, it's Katarina Jinx coming down with all of her weight, focused on that lower back as the knee just being driven now for the 3rd time into the back of Sugar by Katarina Jinx.
And Goldie Collins so innocent as she returned to her corner.
Jinx and Collins just motivated to settle the score with the Mighty Mites. Insulted that the Mighty Mites were able to defeat him, and now Goldie Collins with the snap suplex to Sugar. And Collins now looking to follow up with a potential submission. Collins now just trying to rip the arm of Little Sugar right out of the socket, David. And listen to the fans here in the arena. They don't mind being vocal, David.
No, sir. They tell you what they think, Nigel.
Goldie Collins now has Little Sugar up in the torture-like maneuver, and we know what this is, David. The balls for effect, and Katarina Jinx hooks both legs of Sugar and gets the pinfall victory for Animal Instinct, who evens the score tonight.
They get it over Sugar and Spice in a big matchup that propels Animal Instinct into the competition and the rise for tag team championship consideration.
Your winners, Katarina Jinx and Goldie Collins, Animal Instinct. Introducing first, accompanied by IQ Superior Samantha Smart, from the Board of Education, the Classmaster.
Welcome back to WoW fans. And as you're joining us, if you're just now joining us, the Classmaster, for the first time in ring action since losing the WoW World's Championship, being accompanied to the ring by her manager, Samantha Smart. And David, it was you, David, who 2 weeks ago told the Classmaster, you've got to start at the bottom of the list and work your way back up. As Samantha Smart admitted to you that she tried to use the book to get disqualified.
Well, that was it. She admitted it, and you clearly saw that we caught her, and she had no clue she was caught in admitting exactly what she said, and she was cheating to keep the championship title on her waist.
Yeah, that wasn't, for lack of a better term, so smart of Samantha.
I like that play on words, Nigel. Nigel, you want to know who the Lumberjacks are?
Well, I've been trying to ask you that all night, David, and you've been really tight-lipped about it.
You're anxious, aren't you?
I just want to know, what's a big main event?
You want it, don't you, Nigel? I'm not going to give it to you so fast. But after this match, we're going to announce them.
And her opponent, from the dark side, it's Holidead.
I don't know if you'd really consider this starting at the bottom, but it certainly is a grave challenge, and that of Holidead coming out to the ring to challenge the Classmaster. Two powerhouses here in WOW. Could we see Holidead pick up a victory over the Classmaster? And boy, what a shockwave that would send through the locker room, David.
Well, Samantha Smart doesn't want that, and she's upset that she's having to start at the bottom, if you will, but getting Holidead isn't at the bottom. Getting Holidead is top competition here to prove you're worthy to get a title shot again against Tormenta.
And you know that Samantha Smart and the Classmaster want to make a statement, David. They almost need to make a statement in this matchup. Classmaster, 6'2", former WOW World's Champion, now locking up with Holidead. And of course, speaking of world champions, we want to send our best wishes out to WOW World's Champion Tormenta, who is recovering from injury after that matchup with Reina Del Rey, David. Of course, we'll get updates.
It's exhausting thinking about it, Nigel. After the EMTs took her back stage, they called in the ambulance, and they took her to the emergency room. And she's asked us for privacy, respectful for her family back in Mexico. And I suspect not everyone in her family knows all the details. Now, they might by now, but we've been asked to respect her privacy at this time. So all we'll say is it was tragic what happened to the champion of WOW, Tormenta. And right now, the former champion is taking it from Holidead.
And Holidead seeing this, David, as an open opportunity. Taking on the Classmaster singles competition for Holidead, picking up now. Atomic drop to the Classmaster. And a reverse atomic drop now, followed up by a boot right into the midsection. And it's not often that we see the Classmaster thrown about like this.
Outside the ring they go.
Holidead just sending the head of the Classmaster right into the ring apron 2 times in a row, as Samantha Smart is losing her mind on the outside of the ring. Holidead has the Classmaster set up as she continues to club away at the chest. Holidead dropping a little knowledge of her own to the Classmaster, David. Samantha Smart stopping that ruler, or rather Holidead stopping that ruler from Samantha Smart.
Holidead loosens up the grip on the ruler, and Samantha Smart, the old trick in the book, falls back, and look at Holidead, nobody home as she went the drop on top of the Classmaster.
And did you see Holidead grab her hip, the right side of her hip, really injured in that fall, did not connect with the Classmaster. And the Classmaster, no way, big slam on the outside ring floor, David. On the arena floor, Holidead just slammed by the Classmaster. Classmaster rolling in to break up the count now, as Samantha Smart looks to be measuring up a shot.
Look at Smart going over to choke on Holidead with the ruler. And here comes the Classmaster. Holidead can't get a third breath in before one of them's on top of her.
And now Holidead and the Classmaster on the outside of the ring. And Classmaster, like one of the Lumberjacks in tonight's main event, throwing Holidead back into the ring.
Well, you want to hear Lumberjack?
Come on, David, let's hear it.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Holidead's not one of them, and neither's the Classmaster.
I can't imagine after this encounter, David, that they would be ready for that position. But who is? Classmaster now sending Holidead into the turnbuckle. And Holidead moving out of the way, just missing that boot from the Classmaster. And Holidead doing a little division, if you will. Samantha Smart, though, up on the ring apron. What's she doing here?
Holidead went to grab the ruler, and Samantha Smart fell off the ring, being afraid, but that was the opening for the Classmaster as she rushed Holidead.
Classmaster with the DDT and almost walks away with the victory, but Holidead somehow able to power herself out of that. Classmaster has Holidead hooked up for a possible suplex attempt, but Holidead hangs on to that top rope. Veteran maneuver by Holidead, David.
Short arm clothesline by Holidead.
And now Holidead sending the Classmaster into the ropes. We've seen
she holds
this.
on to the wrist, Nigel, and goes right in with her with the momentum into the ropes with the knee, rather than allowing Classmaster to bounce off and come to her.
Big Samoan drop from Holidead. Holidead not able to roll
cocky,
over.
making a pin attempt by leaning on top of Classmaster, and that isn't gonna work.
Well, you got to think picking up the 6'2" Classmaster took a lot of energy out of her now. Holidead with the double wings of the Classmaster. Classmaster, though, blocks the attempt, has Holidead goozled. Will she go for the choke slam? Holidead says no. And now Holidead once again has the 6'2" Classmaster up on her shoulders. But once again, Samantha Smart up on the ring apron. Holidead charges, but now the Classmaster has Holidead hooked for the expulsion from the Classmaster. Referee Julio Rodriguez says, that's it. Classmaster walks away with the victory.
Your winner, the Classmaster.
The Classmaster, David.
If they get thrown out or attempt to leave the ring. Introducing first, from the Magic City, lovely Lori and luscious Lindsay Carlson, Miami Sweet Heat.
Oh yeah!
Luscious Lindsay, lovely Lori, Miami Sweet Heat, and David coming down to the ring, surrounded by the Lumberjacks in this match, David. And it's been quite a while here, and wow, I think it's been almost 25 years since we've had a Lumberjack match.
That's right. I think the last time we had one was Selena Majors and Thug.
And what a feud that was. And now, what a feud this is. Miami Sweet Heat versus Holly Swag and Penelope Pink. And of course, David, as we heard from Penelope Pink, she thinks it's all Sweet Heat's fault that we got here.
And their opponents, accompanied by the fabulous Lana Star from America's Motor City, Detroit, Michigan, and Jackson, Tennessee, respectively, your Wow World Tag Team Champions, Penelope Pink and Holly Swag.
Penelope Pink and Holly Swag, an unlikely tag team that was formed out of the union of Big Rig Betty and Holly Swag paying off a debt to the fabulous Lana Star. Holly Swag, of course, not going with her mom when Jesse Jones came in and laid down the cash for their freedom in paying off their debt to the fabulous Lana Star. Holly Swag liked the lifestyle of the fabulous Lana Star.
She did, David, and she has now partnered with Lana Star and Penelope Pink, becoming the WOW World Tag Team Champions in a situation which we never thought we'd see, driving a wedge and splitting up the Fab Four. Miami Sweet Heat, of course, faced off against each other, but decided they are better as partners than to rip into each other. The Cancer, as Penelope Pink referred to, being brought in by Miami Sweet Heat. And of course, David, as the action spilled backstage after the last encounter between these two teams, that in fact is why you made this matchup.
And there are the championship title belts, and we've been joined by the fabulous Lana Starr here at ringside. Lana Starr, these are your former teammates. Miami Sweet Heat, but you formed an alliance with Penelope Pink and Holly Swag.
David, I hope you got some good insurance on this ring with all of these competitors out here. I feel like this ring could possibly get destroyed.
It might indeed. We might break a board again. But Lana, how come you turned your back on Miami Sweet Heat?
Listen, I do what is best for the group, and this is something that needed to be done. I have a question. Isn't Genesis exiled? So, like, why is she out here?
Genesis is out here because she's a lumberjack, and we needed her to keep order, along with Fury, Galaki, and Nikki Nashville, Tiki Chamara, Kara Kai, and the rest of them.
I also see you have Goldie Collins out here. I almost was going to recruit her for the Fab Four, but then my dog Shasta Star met her dog and didn't like her, so it was a no.
Wow. Maybe that was good for her. She'd be in turmoil with Holly Swag, who came into your house and stirred the pot, and she just took down Lindsay. And now Penelope being thrown into the turnbuckle by Lori. Lori's got the boot up into Penelope's throat, and Lindsay tosses Holly Swag right out of the ring.
No love lost between these two teams now, as the luscious one and the lovely one double boots underneath the jaw of Penelope Pink, and now Holly Swag sent back in the ring by the Lumberjacks. I saw Nikki Nashville put a little extra oomph into that throw to Holly Swag now. Referee Jeff McGowan making the count and gets all the way up to 2. Holly Swag now getting a beating from lovely Lori as luscious Lindsay just clubs away at Penelope Pink. And listen to the fans here, Lana. I'm sure you don't like the chant going on now.
All I hear is Lana Starr, Lana Starr.
I don't hear that.
I don't hear it either.
You guys
want
are
to check your headphones,
denial.
Lana. That's a hair mare. Ooh, wow, from Holly Swag.
What a kick into the back.
Right into the spine.
Lori's kidney's in trouble.
And now, Penelope Pink right across the back of luscious Lindsay, Holly Swag, and Penelope Pink now double teaming lovely Lori. Luscious Lindsay, though, had enough of it. And now both Holly Swag and Penelope Pink on the outside of the ring in the Lumberjacks.
They've got him, and they're tossing him back in. Penelope goes back in.
Oh, I see Chantilly.
Santana Garrett's over there, instructing the referee, Jeff McGowan, to get down and do the count. Penelope's tossed from the ring by Lori, and the Lumberjacks now have Penelope.
And Penelope
Kalaki, Tiki. And their hoop threw her back in again, Cena Phoenix.
I want somebody to give Chantilly a little elbow. I'm still sore about the time she pulled me off the apron and nearly broke my nose.
When was that?
Weeks ago.
I didn't see that. Maybe my vision's like yours.
Well, you look great, Lana, so there was no damage done.
Oh, thank you, David.
So
That's the first compliment I've had from you.
I've complimented you. You put the tag team champions together. Look at this.
Oh, what is...
You just don't like to listen to me. The Lumberjacks are all going at it on the outside. It's a Donnybrook out there. They're going up the ramp. And now Penelope and Holly are jamming on Lori. Lori has been left alone in the ring, Nigel.
The Lumberjacks just breaking out into a massive brawl here up the stage of WOW. And the Lumberjacks, who were supposed to keep this thing in the ring, have lost control, David.
The Lumberjacks are fighting outside the arena, and they're leaving the action of the competitors inside.
But this main event still continues. Miami Sweet Heat taking on Penelope Pink and Holly Swag. The WOW World Tag Team titles still hang in the balance, even though the Lumberjacks are fighting all over the arena. This main event matchup continues, David.
All the competitors on the outside. The Lumberjacks have taken the fight up the ramp and outside
action spilling to the outside of the ring.
My goal to have the Lumberjacks has backfired. It hasn't worked.
This is chaos, David.
The Lumberjacks have disappeared. They decided to battle each other. No longer do I have them here to contain the action as I desired.
And now fighting on the outside, these two teams really tearing into each other. Oh my! Luscious Lindsay with the shot right into the midsection of Holly Swag as she continues to stomp away. The fans showing their support of Miami Sweet Heat. And could we see a historical foul? Oh no!
Nice
Knee trigger knee by Penelope Pink, shutting down any hopes, at least right now, for Miami Sweet Heat to walk out of here the 5-time World Tag Team Champions.
That's my girl. Go Penelope.
And Holly Swag, Penelope Pink. Holly Swag with the shot to Luscious Lindsay. And we have lost all control of this matchup, David. Referee Jeff McGowan trying to get the competitors in this main event matchup to get back in the ring, David, but it's absolute chaos. And this is what led us having this matchup as these four superheroes brawl up the stage, the meeting of the minds between the Carlson twins. And David, I don't know if we can get the action back in the ring or not. Referee Jeff McGowan just trying his best, David, but it's almost an impossible task between these two teams.
We wanted to contain them inside the ring, and they, along with the Lumberjacks, have left. Lana Star is leaving us now.
Lana Star is left. Penelope Pink, Holly Swag, Miami Sweet, they're out of the building. We've lost all of our Lumberjacks. David, this main event has lost all control.
Jeff McGowan, what's the decision here with the Lumberjacks leaving as well as the competitors?
No contest!
No contest here.